Hallo zurück im Let's Play Expeditions Rome. Wir sind gerade vor Rome. Wir sind da noch unsere Legionäre am Rumchillen. Ich werde jetzt noch mit meinen BegleiterInnen sprechen, da wir doch was zusammen erlebt haben. Mal schauen, was die da so zu quasseln haben.
I have wanted to come to Rome for so long. I am almost nervous now.
Ich hoffe, ihr seid nicht enttäuscht. Rom ist eine Stadt wie jede andere, nur größer.
But if it is bigger, then it is not like any other city, is it? You should be proud to call such place home. You are happy to be home?
Ehrlich gesagt finde ich es erdrückend.
There is so much to like about freedom outside cities. But I grew up in camps. We moved and moved. For once I just want to sit still. Or lie in soft pillows, perhaps. With a glass of fancy wine, some grapes.
Passt auf, ihr werdet hier schneller fett und faul, als ihr denkt.
Don't worry about it. I know how to stay sharp. I have no place to stay, of course. I can stay in your home, maybe. Just for now.
Natürlich, solange du willst.
That is generous. Thank you. I will try to find a place for myself. But it is good to know there is no rush.
Lasst uns später weiter quatschen. Gehen wir noch zu Julia.
Hey.
Ihr seht etwas seltsam aus.
Oh, thanks. Just what every girl hopes to hear. I don't want to return. I don't even know where to go. This is the first time I'm back home.
Ihr könnt jederzeit gerne bei mir in unserer Villa wohnen, wenn ihr kommen müsst.
I appreciate that, but I'd better not.
Oh,
I don't want to depend on someone else. I've seen how badly that can turn out. But I appreciate the offer, really.
vielleicht kann ich euch dann dabei helfen, euer eigenes Zuhause zurückzubekommen.
Doubtful. But I'll keep it in mind.
Vale, Julia.
What is it, Legate?
Ihr wirkt unzufrieden.
It is inaction that bothers me. Idleness corrodes the warrior's mind.
Du kannst ja kämpfen gehen.
That is an excellent idea. No wonder you are the legatus.
Pass auf dich auf, Bestie.
Welcome home, Domine.
Lief doch ganz gut, ne?
It appears we have everything we need against Vitellius Scaevola. But keep in mind, appearances can be deceiving.
Wir werden ihn erniedrigen.
I'd advise against humiliating anyone. Let us simply win.
Okay, später.
Legate?
Kaiser.
Couldn't be better. We have conquered Asia, and you have all the evidence you need to put that traitorous Vitellius Scaevola behind bars.
This is it. Was machst du nun?
You know what? For once, I'll do nothing. Nothing at all. And it will be glorious.
Ich hole mein Zuhause zurück. Vielleicht komme ich dann und werde nichts mit euch tun, mein Freund.
A word of warning, Legate. My nothing involves a lot of debauchery and degeneracy.
Dieses Recht habe ich mir verdient.
In that case, we have a compact. As they say in Rome, live with Kaiso, live your life.
And who are they? The people who say that?
You know, people say that. I'm sure I've heard some people saying that.
Wir sehen uns später. So, das war's jetzt mit Quatschen. Noch rasch die Fertigkeitenpunkte verteilen. Bestie. Soll ich bisschen mehr ausweichen. Das macht mich jetzt gar nicht so an. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich da noch hinkomme. Ach. Gegen feindliche Anführer. Kann ich den losschicken? Die gibt den ordentlich einen mit. Standhalten, wieso nicht? Da bin ich mir auch nicht ganz sicher, ob ich das so haben will. Ich mache mal da einen. Was nehmen wir da? Das Ausweichen. Das scheint mir schon ganz in Ordnung zu sein. Niederschlagen. Immer eine gute Fähigkeit. Besseres Wiederbeleben. Okay. Ruhm, süße Heimat. Dann werden wir jetzt die Legion auflösen und mit Fautius Vitus sprechen.
Away, Lucullus, and his victorious legion. Welcome home.
Salve, Vitus. It is good to be home again. I'm looking forward to a nice bath and a flask of good Carthaginian wine. Maybe two.
May I humbly recommend Vipsanius Marcellus' new batch? People say it's heavenly.
Ah, your recommendations never fail to impress. Do address the legatus, though. This victory was of his doing more than mine.
My apologies, Legate. I neither know nor recognize you.
Ich gehe jetzt nicht voll aggro rein. Entschuldigung angenommen, ich bin Aulus Sestius Lentulus. Von jetzt an solltet ihr mich aber wiedererkennen.
Thank you. I am sure you'll be remembered from now on. Now, let us conclude our business. The consul seems to attribute the success of this campaign to you, Legate. Thus it is your duty to formally disband the legion and relinquish your weapons. Beyond this river lies the Pomerium, and not even a victorious imperator can cross it bearing arms.
Natürlich.
Our laws are what separates us from animals. You have given up your command, but you have retained your virtue. You can always get your command back when Rome needs you again.
Sind meine Waffen beschlagnahmt worden? Ich fühle mich etwas nackt, Patrone.
It is part of being a commander. You're a soldier out there, and a citizen in here. The river Rubicon marks the sacred line where you stop being a warrior. It is time you learn how you may conquer a more civilized battleground. We shall meet at my villa in 2 nights. There are people I want you to meet prior to the Senate hearing. We must get your villa back somehow. Do not worry about your favorite gladius. Your war gear will be kept safely in my summer villa outside the city.
Sehr gut, da weiß ich, die Waffen sind sicher.
I hope you are hungry, Domine. Lucullus is known for his lavish feasts. Do not eat anything until I've tasted it first. I wouldn't put it past the Vitellius brothers to poison this entire party just to get you and Lucullus.
Sollten wir uns nicht vorbereiten auf die Anhörung im Senat?
I am sure Dominus Lucullus has a reason and a plan. I would play along. My personal mission tonight is to taste each and every single dish. You may have to roll me home.
Ja, da kommt ja sicher, dass Diplomatie meine beste Waffe ist. Nun ja, es geht los. Wünscht mir Glück.
May Fortuna smile on you, Dominic. I'll be here if you need me.
Right on time. Just like a proper legatus. Welcome, son. After this long and arduous campaign, a feast is all you need.
Kann ich nicht sein Wohlstandsbäuchlein erwähnen? Gibt es etwas Bestimmtes, das ich tun sollte?
I think not. Just be your charming self and try to win them over. And please relax. You have defeated an army of rebel pirates. This is a simple dinner party.
Naja, die Piraten konnte ich wenigstens einfach erstechen.
Please try to refrain from stabbing my guests.
Dann gehen wir mal zu deinen
Be
Gästen.
sure to join us at the table before you leave. I'd like to introduce you to Cato myself. And smile. And do not walk like you have just swallowed a measuring pole.
Er wird auch langsam ein bisschen frech, dieser Cineros. Ist wohl das Alter. Marcus Minutius Thermus. Ist das der gut temperierte Typ?
Ah, it's good to see you again. Have some wine.
Was denkt ihr über meine baldige Anhörung vor dem Senat?
It is pretty much out of my hands. I'd follow your Patronus's lead. Lucullus is a smart man who usually has a few backup plans. I understand you have all the evidence you need to expose Vitellius Scaevola. It's a strong position. Nevertheless, I would advise caution. Vitellius Scaevola, and especially his brother Lurco, are ruthless and cunning. Expect the unexpected.
Ich überlasse euch euren Wein. Da geht sicher ab in der Diskussion, das weiß ich noch. Quatschen wir mal noch mit Marcus Aurelius Cotta, der wird sicher keine Freude haben, mich zu sehen.
I think that's him.
Really? He looks barely...
Is Pompeius Magnus not coming tonight?
He's in Hispania, I believe.
Shit. Oh, I thought this was my
Geil, wie
chance
der
to
nicht
use
weiß, wo er
patronage.
das Essen hinbringen soll.
Of course. The savior of the legions, Lucullus Wonder Kid. I knew you would be here.
Naja, ich kann auch wieder gehen.
Nonsense. It's a party after all. What would be the purpose of these gatherings if we refrained from conversation? I am Aurelia Cotta. Marcus and Lucius are my brothers. It's wonderful to meet you, Legate. We were just talking about you anyway.
Of course we were.
Ihr seid auf einen Streit aus zu sein.
Other than saving his life?
Lucius!
Oh, please, let him talk, Aurelia. Let everyone witness the failure of Marcus Aurelius Cotta. The man who got himself captured and let his nephew die. The consul who had to be saved by a homeless runt.
Ich habe einfach getan, was ich tun sollte. Ich bin froh, dass es euch das Überleben gesichert hat.
Soldiers follow orders. Commanders act. Perhaps in the future you can understand the difference and save more lives.
Puh. Ich denke, ich gehe besser wieder. Cato, da wollte er mich vorstellen. Hier ist Lucius Lucullus. Lucillus.
That is absolutely unnecessary. I'd spend it all on farmlands. People need their food.
Indeed they do. But what good is food if it's obtained by illegitimate means? What do you think about it, Legate?
Ich habe keinen Plan, wovon die reden.
Spoils of war. Unaccounted for and untaxed. Should they be used for development to feed the people of Rome? A simple question.
das wäre jetzt so voll feige. Ich sage natürlich, der Zweck heiligt die Mittel.
Not all means. But Roman law is valid in Rome. I do not see why we should act as if barbarians are subject to it. Meet Senators Marcus Porcius Cato and Marcus Tullius Cicero, who will be acting as your attorney tomorrow. At least I hope so.
Unfortunately, things have developed differently, my friend. I've decided to represent Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola instead.
Cicero? Wer wird dann mein Anwalt sein?
Certainly not me. My skill is in building a solid defense, not in prosecuting. I have looked at the evidence, though. It is very solid. You should have no trouble representing yourself.
Certainly an interesting turn of events. But I've heard you talking disfavorably about the Vitellius brothers before. How do you justify defending them?
What I justify hardly matters. I seek to represent them to the best of my ability, so justice can be served.
Das heißt, ihr seid hier, um uns auszuspionieren?
Most certainly not. I know everything I need to know.
Legate, what guidelines did you follow when you had to decide the fate of that Triarchus? Why did you have him executed?
Wen? Oh, ja. Ach, das ist jetzt eine heftige Frage. Jetzt werde ich da wirklich nochmal auf Herz und Nieren überprüft. Er ist in seiner Verantwortung gescheitert.
Interesting. And if you fail to judge him correctly, I suppose death shall await you as well. I wonder, exactly how utilitarian are you in your thinking? I heard you had the opportunity to bribe a hired guard protecting a spy.
Stop interrogating the man, Cato. Not everyone must adhere to your high standards.
Es ist schon gut, Cicero. Ich hatte diese Gelegenheit.
Yet you did not take it.
Treue, die mit... Nein. Dann sagt er, meine Soldaten kämpfen auch für Denari. Ich hatte bessere Optionen. Ich halte mich bedeckt.
No doubt those options were cheaper.
Well, gentlemen, this discussion has become too hypothetical for my tastes. I bid you a good day.
Wale, Cicero. See you tomorrow.
One final question, before I retire as well.
You and your questions, Cato.
I believe if you wanted, you could enter the Pomerium fully armed. Why didn't you?
Ich brauche keine Waffen, um mich selbst zu verteidigen.
So you follow the rules only because you are strong. This has been an interesting conversation, gentlemen. I thank you for it. But now, with your permission, I shall leave. Welate.
Wale, Cato.
Ich fühle mich etwas durchleuchtet und finde, ich habe mich nicht nur gut geschlagen. Aber ja, verlassen wir diesen heuchlerischen Ort. Bleibt da!
You look tired. Shall we leave?
Jo, gehen wir.
So, did you enjoy yourself?
So könnte man es nennen. Ich bin mir etwas unsicher. Ach komm.
That is what life is.
War jetzt nicht so schlimm.
I was surprised Crassus offered to pay for the whole campaign himself.
Wie gedacht.
He's desperate for a military victory to get him.
Dann gehen wir mal zum Senat. Ich bin übrigens ganz...
Consul. But fending off a mob of gladiators? That's not very glamorous.
Ach.
An easy victory to advertise to gullible plebeians.
Es ist blöde, wenn die da im Hintergrund quatschen. Ja, ich bin froh.
As per today's augury, a specific issue stood out as being of utmost importance. I bring forth the following relatio, the result of which is to be decided per discussionem and as usual before the sun sets.
Also, ich wollte noch sagen, es ist gut, ist Rom so eine Karte und nicht eine Ingame-Map, weil da würde man sich ja die Füße fusselig laufen. Aber ja, Augurenspruch, was soll das heißen? Nein, es geht ja um die Verhandlung zwischen mir und Scaevola oder so.
The complaint is brought forth by Lucius Licinius Lucullus concerning alleged wrongdoing and infamous conduct by Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola and his brother Vibius Vitellius Lurco. Are both parties present?
I am present.
As am I.
Weird that Vitellius Lurco would be here to do the talking. Where is Scaevola? He is the accused.
Are both parties represented?
I shall represent the defendant.
Ich werde die Anklage übernehmen.
Very well. For the benefit of all present, would the owner of the complaint restate their accusation?
Ja, ich erzähle denen das vom, was ich rausgefunden habe. Ich habe ja da meine Legion quasi aufs Spiel gesetzt, dann werde ich das jetzt da schon auf den Tisch hauen, oder sollte ich noch etwas geheimnisvoll bleiben? Ich gehe jetzt nicht auf den Vater los. Nee, ich mach das.
Found out. So you do have evidence. Interesting. Do you accept the accusation, Kikaro?
I see no reason to comment at this stage. May I humbly remind the Magistra, he who makes the claim has the burden of proof. We shall rest until sufficient proof is presented to eliminate all shadow of a doubt.
I was just trying to be helpful. The defendant is always at a disadvantage.
I'm sure you mean usually and not always.
As you wish. Present your evidence.
Ja, die Kisten könnten ja auch geklaut worden sein. Mal schauen, was die Zeugenberichte bewirken.
And no one else witnessed this event, I assume. How convenient.
The evidence is material, Kikaro. There is no room for interpretation. The crates do carry Scaeola's signature.
I have investigated them myself. I concur. Is there anyone who would contest my findings?
I admit, the evidence looks damning.
So, do the defendants admit their guilt? Are the Vitelli guilty of all crimes stated or implied?
Of course not. For starters, the evidence proves only treason.
Only? What else is needed to declare this man infamous?
Do not interrupt the speaker.
No harm done. My dear friend Cato is correct. The evidence is enough to declare one infamous. That one is Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola. Nowhere in any findings can you conjure the ability to implicate my client, Vibius Vitellius Lurco.
Aber sie sind Brüder, sippenhaft. Daher appelliere an die Römer, Verrat nicht zu dulden.
That, of course, depends on the nature of the treason. But that's largely irrelevant.
That is literally the topic of our discussion, Kikaro. How in the world can you say it's irrelevant?
There simply is no case. Vitellius Scaevola cannot be punished.
Your rhetorical games grow tiresome. You have admitted the evidence is rock solid.
This should be interesting.
Simply because the man is dead. Therefore, he cannot be accused. Therefore, the case is null and void.
Senators, people of Rome, of course the evidence is clear. I accept my brother's guilt. It is a stain on our family name. A stain we will quite possibly never be able to cleanse. You know I love my family. I love my brother more than anything else in this world. Almost anything. The only thing I love more than my own brother is Rome itself. And thus, with sorrow in my heart, I was forced to take his life.
Oh, I see.
Lügt.
Am I? We've met only briefly. I know your opinion of me is low. That's fine. I understand how difficult it is to accept a new member into your family. You should rejoice, though. Now that my brother is gone, you can move back into your own villa. Step outside, senators. You will witness my brother hanging from the old tree. Let him rot there. Do not take him down. Let it be a warning to all those who would threaten Rome, placing their petty family matters over the well-being of our great republic. Let it be known that Rubius Vitellius Lurco will never tolerate treason, not even from his own blood.
A decision cannot be reached. This case is non-existent.
Na ja. What the fuck just happened?
That bastard outmaneuvered us. We underestimated how cold-blooded he truly is. This is not good, though. He turned impending defeat into a major victory. We will need a new plan. Go home and lay low for now. Your family needs you.
Er kehrt zur Villa zurück. Jetzt muss ich wirklich... Immerhin kann ich rennen. Naja, ein kleiner Reinfall. Aber es war zu erwarten. Gucken wir mal zu Hause vorbei. Oh oh.
Domine, we've been awaiting your return.
Ihr gehört zu Skyvola.
You have a good memory for faces. The name is Marcellus. We have been informed by Vitellius Lurco that the ownership of this villa was transferred to you. As per his orders, we kept the area safe until your arrival. Now that you're back, with your permission, we will take our leave.
Ich will da jetzt keinen Streif vom Zaun brechen. Es ist euch erlaubt zu gehen.
Valete.
My son? You're back! And with Cineros. Oh, it's so good to see you both safe.
It's good to see you, Domina.
I've missed you so much. You look great. Did you lose some weight? Are you eating well? Has he been eating well, Cineros?
He has, Domina.
Mutter, bitte.
All right, I'll stop talking. But you'll have to tell me everything. Tell me about the war. I heard some of your friends died there. Killed by pirates. How did you survive?
Es war ein Krieg. Menschen sterben jeden Tag.
I know. I was just concerned for you. But did you like the life in the Legion? Do you want to be a career soldier?
Es war die freiste und aufregendste Zeit, die ich je hatte. Ich habe es geliebt.
I was afraid you'd hate it like your father did. But it seems you're more of a warrior than he was.
Domina, with all due respect, I guess the legatus has his own questions. Am I wrong?
Wo ist meine Schwester? Sollte sie nicht auch hier sein?
They told me your sister's husband is dead. She should be free by now. I wonder if they did something to her.
Sie hat mich ja vorgeschickt, dass sie den Verdacht hatte, dass ich getötet worden wäre.
I do. And the Coolers agreed. It was a sinister plan to take over our family. But now you're here, and everything will be fine.
Die haben sie sicher gut behandelt. Man hat ja gesehen, was der Lurko für ein Lurch ist. Keinen Front gegen Lurche. Ich bin einfach froh, meine Mutter gesund und lebendig wiederzusehen.
It's good to have you home. And for it to be our home again. Now that you're back, we have a lot of work ahead of us. Oh, listen to me. You just got here. Go on, take some time to settle in. Let me know when you're ready to get to work.
Okay. Wow. Das ist alles mein Anwesen. Das ist der Iran, der jeder. Ich will schauen, diese Statue. Ach so. Geht's mal auf etwas Neues hier. Die Mitrades-Fraktion. Vielleicht kämpfe ich ja nicht mehr gegen Blaue, sonst wäre es nicht so schlau. Wow. Also, die sagen mir, ich kann das Kapitel jetzt beenden. Cestius. Brecher. 2 weitere Punkte. Die Bewegung wird auf. Alles ist das. Ja, komm. Machen wir. Sineros heilt, wiederbelebt auch besser. Julia. Bitte. Jedes Mal einer Gegner. Nur ein pro Runde. Dann mache ich vorerst mal das. Kritische Treffer. Also ich will sicher das liebe Kapitel noch nicht beenden. Da ist ein Besen. Jetzt rennen wir durch die ganze Hütte. Ach komm, ich quatsch noch mit der, die sieht ganz hübsch aus heute.
How is it?
Bei Juno, was tragt ihr denn da?
You don't like the dress?
Ganz im Gegenteil. Es ist süß.
Is it normal in Rome for important people to make such shameless advances on their guards?
Es ist in Rom alles andere als normal, solch betörende Wachen zu haben.
Is good we are not normal then.
Werdet ihr hier bleiben?
I would like that, if it is fine with you. This villa is amazing. So many statues and fancy carpets. I love your garden. It's so lush and green. And trickle of fountain calms me down.
Ist denn Rom so, wie ihr es euch vorgestellt habt?
In some ways it is. In others, it is not. City is big. I have never seen anything like it. And there are so many things to buy, so many different people. I love that. But there is a strange way people talk to me. Not because I am foreign, I think, but because I am woman. That I don't like.
Ja, man hat vorhin gesehen, die weißen Männer regieren, die alten weißen Männer. Liebe Deianeira.
I'm so glad to be rid of those lictors.
Are you going to feed the horses?
I am. Is this something I should know?
Es hat mich jetzt Wunder genommen, was man wissen müsste.
Don't walk behind the grey mare. A few weeks ago...
Ach, nicht hinter der grauen Mähre rumspazieren, sonst schlägt sie aus. Zuerst gehen wir gerade zu Caeso. Ja, sieht schon etwas angeheitert aus.
You came.
Ich musste von allem wegkommen.
I can relate to that. But I really didn't expect you to appear here, of all places.
Ich habe nur darauf gewartet, ein wenig Zeit allein mit euch verbringen zu können.
Let me assure you the feeling is mutual. Now that the war is over, I hope we'll finally have time to get to see another side of each other. Woman, bring us a fresh jug. My lovely companion is still sober, and that's simply not acceptable. Now, what are we drinking to?
Auf unsere gefallenen Kamerados.
May they drink the finest nectar in the halls of Hades. That hit the spot. Another one?
Hat er jetzt irgendwie über unsere Feinde gesprochen? Aber ja, mein Becher ist leer. Ich finde diese Frage beleidigend.
I apologize. I shall never insult you again. Another! Keep it pouring! And then I said, well, what can you say in that situation? Obviously, I asked, is that really a goat? Or a sorry excuse for a tent pole?
Tut mir leid, ich verstehe nicht. Nein, das ist irgendwie so spaßbremsig. Hahaha, was noch? Das ist wirklich witzig.
It was. I still can't help but laugh. You know what people say in Africa? Wine makes the soul come out of you. You're all right, my sweet. You're all right.
Süße. Danke, ihr seid auch nicht völlig übel.
I'm glad you came. Friendships that develop in war don't always stand the test of peacetime.
Natürlich. Habt ihr darüber nachgedacht, euch irgendwo zur Ruhe zu setzen?
An amusing notion. Should I also get a wife and make a few little brats of my own?
Nicht unbedingt, aber manchmal frage ich mich, ob ihr nicht genug von allem gesehen habt.
Nonsense! You're being too serious for your own good. Look at it like an adventure. Sure, life is full of pain and misery, but it's also full of beauty and wonder. You should endure the former and live for the latter. There's so much to experience still. To people like us, settling down is like death. Something you don't long for, nor expect.
Another jug, Domini.
That will be all, Soa.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you, Domina. May we perhaps retreat to a private chamber?
Ja, irgendwie ist auch genug geflirtet. Schon in Ordnung, ich wollte sowieso gerade gehen.
But I'm not, and I have no interest in going anywhere with this Soa. Out with it, woman. What do you want?
I think I am with child. You are the father of my child. Future child. Don't you remember me, Aquilinos?
What?
Ach so, ist das wahr, Kaiser?
I don't know. I've never seen this woman in my life.
You told me you would not remember me. Afterwards. And I respected that in a way, but now I need your help. Marcellus Vipsanius doesn't like his girls giving birth. He's a cruel man. I remember how kind you were to me. My child deserves better. Our child. Even if you don't want to have anything to do with me, I want our child safe and away from this shithole. Will you save me?
Ich wollte gerade sagen, wo hat er den Becher hergenommen? Dann despawnt er gerade wieder. Woher sollen wir denn wissen, dass es euer Kind ist? Wir könnten sie kaufen, wenn ihr das wollt.
Indeed. Perhaps we should inform the Kensos.
Quit bothering the guests, look here. These jugs will not deliver themselves.
Help me, please.
Quickly, Thawa.
The night has taken an unusual turn. I apologize.
Was werdet ihr tun?
I don't know what to make of any of this. I'll have to think.
Lasst es mich bitte wissen, wenn ich irgendwie helfen kann.
Thank you, my friend. That means a lot. You go. I suddenly have much to think about.
In vino veritas. Übel. Also, dann ist der Kaiser noch aufgestiegen. Gehört ja natürlich auch zu meinem Schildtrupp. Für jeder Rang in Stark. Stark 1. Ich frage mich, was Stark 1 regeneriert 4 Ränge von Stärke. Ich mache jetzt einfach mal. Gut. Ja, dann war das ein bisschen eine Quassel-Episode. Diplomatische Spielchen in Rom. Das nächste Mal gibt es sicher eine kleine Prüglerei, bevor wir noch das Kapitel beenden und dann weiterschauen. Ich hoffe doch sehr, es hat trotzdem etwas Spaß gemacht, diesen Römern beim Verhandeln zuzuschauen. Ich wünsche euch was, bis bald.